Hello, everybody. I am David, and today is my DCTV weekly rankings, where I'm going to be ranking all the DCTV shows that air during the week. And we got quite a bit of good episodes here. Let's get right into it. Let's start with the least favorite episode this week. For me, it turned out to be The Flash, season 4, episode 13, True Colors. This was a little bit of a disappointing episode for me. I still enjoyed it. There were some fun moments, but for the most part, when an episode centers on Ralph, I am not so excited about it because his episodes haven't impressed me much. I did like the Barry Allen stuff, Barry escaping from prison because of the warden who was trying to sell them to Amunet. I thought that was all great, but the Ralph stuff, elongated man, he ain't impressing me. I'm not a huge fan. I don't hate him as much as I did when he was first introduced, but his focus episodes aren't my favorites. So, moving on, we got at number 3. I have Supergirl season. We're on 3 now. I forgot what episode. I think it's episode 13 as well. Both sides now. This was actually a much more better episode than most of the season so far. Supergirl and her team going after the World Killer. We got a little bit of rain in this episode too. But for the most part, it was a good episode. I'll say that. I'll say not the best episode this season, which I guess really isn't much competition because I've been pretty disappointed with this season so far. But not the worst. So that's good. That's a good progression, I guess, so far. Hopefully, when we return from the break, because Supergirl is going to be gone until April, Legends of Tomorrow is taking its place this week. Hopefully, when Supergirl returns, the show will up its progression and where it's going to be ending up, right? So because it will start back in April and end in June. So I'm looking forward to its return. I love all the Arrowverse shows, and I want them all to do really good. Unfortunately, Supergirl is lacking this season, but this shows that maybe they'll start picking up steam. Who knows? Next on the list, I have Black Lightning season 1, Black Jesus. This was a good episode. I thought I really thought it was great. Black Lightning is recruiting to rally against the 100 gang, and we got to see Anissa, the daughter, testing out her skills a little bit. So that was cool. Black Lightning, it's in that season 1 category where it's funny because if I were to compare this to Arrow season 1 or Flash season 1, I think Flash and Arrow had a better season 1 start. That's not a diss on Black Lightning because Black Lightning is way better than Supergirl this season. Much better than Legends of Tomorrow season 1. Which was a little bit of a hard sit-through. This is not a hard sit-through. This is a good sit-through. Just they haven't got into that, because it's the first season, that they're not at those episodes that have us at the edge of our seats, I guess, kind of deal. Those really big episodes that we want to see. And who knows, maybe Black Lightning doesn't want to get there. Maybe they just want to be an average TV show. Why does everything have to be big all the time about destroying the city? This seems to be a little bit more of a realistic type of show with some superpowers. Let's not brush that under the table. And let's give the show time to grow. But for what it is, I mean, look, it's number 2 on my list. So that means it's doing pretty good, holding up for itself against the other shows right now this season. And finally, at number 1, Arrow, season 6, episode 13, The Devil's Greatest Trick. I enjoyed this episode all the way through. I thought this was a great one. I get that not everyone's gonna love Arrow because of the Felicity drama. Some people have different reasons. I don't get that, because the show to me feels like it's back to its roots in what the show used to be. But everyone's gonna differ on what they think of Arrow, and that's fine. I think this season has absolutely been keeping up with what season 5 did, and I love that for that. And this episode had some great twists that I really enjoyed. Not like huge twists. Like, I think we knew who the big bad was going to be at the very end of the episode, because it's the only one that made sense. But like, I didn't think they were going to kill off Michael Emerson's character, Caden James. I didn't think they were going to kill him off. I didn't think there was something else, but I forgot. You can look at my whole episode review on the episode later on. But yeah, Arrow was fantastic this week. I loved it. I thought it was great. Leave down your comments below, guys, and tell me what you thought of this week's DC TV shows. If you watch all of these, if there's any other DC TV shows that you watch, like iZombie, I know is DC Comics, add that to your list as well. Lucifer, your fans, you guys are also welcome. I don't watch Lucifer, but if you're a fan of that show as well, put it on the list and let's see where you guys rank that. Anything that's DC Comics, rank on these videos. Even though I might not watch them all, if you guys watch them, that's great. So with that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe to my channel. And until next week, when we have an all new bunch of DC TV shows to rank, Legends of Tomorrow comes back this week, like I mentioned earlier. So that's going to be fun to bring it back. Yeah, can't wait. And Gotham's returning soon too. It's going to be great. Take care, everybody, and have a good weekend.